Pure Fishing has been the leader in fishing line innovation and technology for over 50 years.
We have been at the forefront at the evolution of fishing line, all the way back from the Dacrons to the nylon monofilaments to the Superlines and the fluorocarbons. We are the innovators. Every single time an angler buys a spool of line that says made by Pure Fishing, they have no idea the amount of research, science, and commitment to quality that goes into every single spool. Every single day we show up and we try to make the best casting line, the most manageable line, the most shock absorbent line, all while trying to manage superior strength and a line that is very easy to use. We do all this in the heartland of North America. We are among the Iowa Great Lakes, and we're from Spirit Lake, Iowa. This is our heritage.
Pure Fishing tests and verifies line strength using ASTM equipment and methods. We're always searching for the best line that ties the best knots. Our engineers have created multiple testing methods and equipment to simulate actual abrasion conditions. Our test measures and compares line memory, also known as coil, between various lines.
There are many aspects to the strength of a fishing line, and there is a fine line between a strong line and one that's strong but can handle the sudden shock of a vicious strike or a fish on his last-ditch effort on a strong fight. And only at Pure Fishing have we actually built tests that measure that, and then we can go back and build product that can handle that.
Stiffer lines resist wind knots and rod tip wrap, while limper lines create less line slap during casts. We're always looking for the perfect blend.
When Superlines were invented, it changed the game. We had no idea that line could be so sensitive. Compared to monofilaments, Superline completely changed how a person can fish. You know exactly how your lure is tracking. You know exactly when the fish strikes. You know if your line's running true. You know what structure you're on. It can make an angler go from good to above average really quick. And at Pure Fishing, we test, we retest, we know what it takes to make a line more sensitive. We know that's going to help you catch more fish.
It begins in the lab by creating new and better lines on dedicated pilot equipment that can be quickly converted to production equipment. We test with new materials, new coatings, and look for advancement in fishing lines that anglers want. Pure Fishing employs the best lab techs, chemists, and engineers in the industry to innovate and improve fishing line to its fullest potential. Millions of dollars have been invested in equipment for consistent, quality fishing line, delivered to our customers in an angler-friendly package. Over the last 20 years, Pure Fishing has been a leader in the development of Superline technology. This category has grown due to the tremendous benefits of the ultra-high molecular weight polyethylene fibers. They're up to 4 times stronger than mono, super thin, and they don't stretch, which makes them ultra sensitive. Pure Fishing uses Dyneema fibers from DSM, the originators of ultra-high molecular weight polyethylene fibers, because they are simply the strongest fibers in the world.
As one of the field testers for Pure Fishing, I get to spend hundreds of days on the water, thousands of hours fishing for different species in different locations using different techniques. When that technique calls for a spinning rod, I exclusively use Fireline. It is the toughest, most durable line you can put on a spinning reel. Fireline was created using a patented process that fuses Dyneema fibers. That creates an unmatched castability, tough and abrasion resistant. Fireline made its mark in the upper Midwest with walleye anglers. They fish in very tough conditions. Then it spread to a lot of other freshwater anglers. Since then, the inshore anglers, because they fish in very harsh environments as well, have picked up on how tough it is. Not only do I think Fireline is one of the best spinning reel lines ever, I have confidence to cast a bait where I would not cast it if I had someone else's line, because I know Fireline is tough enough and abrasion resistant enough to handle it, and I'm going to pull fish out of there where other lines will not. Another great benefit of Fireline is how it resists tip wrapping and wind knotting. Walleye guys in the upper Midwest know what wind's all about. And if you can cast and know your line's not going to come out in bunches or wrap around your tip, you're going to get more cash, you're going to put more fish in the boat. All other super lines are not fused, but that does not make them less valuable to the angler. The non-fused properties of these super lines provide much higher break strengths, all the way up to 250 pounds. These non-fused super lines are quite often preferred to be used on bait casting reels. Because they don't dig into the spools, it gives you much more power to set the hook, much more power to fight the fish, all wrapped up in a very manageable, sensitive line. Non-fused super lines can be used on spinning reels. Some anglers prefer the soft feel of these non-fused lines on spinning reels. And sometimes, because they're a little more loose, they come through the guides a little quicker and can actually provide a little better casting distance. Spiderwire pioneered braided superline in the global fishing line market and is still a leader in the market today and offers a really wide selection of sizes and colors. Spiderwire superlines are also braided with Dyneema, the world's strongest fiber. Using a variety of ultra-high molecular weight fiber grades from Dyneema, Spiderwire has grown into a very wide selection of series. Easy for the novice or entry-level anglers, stealth for all anglers, and ultracast for anglers that simply want the best.
Pure Fishing manufactures two of the strongest superline brands in the industry, Berkley Fireline and Spiderwire, each with complementary strengths that fill the gaps for anglers all over the world.